Good morning, everybody. During the Cold War, from roughly 1945 to 1990, the competition between the United States and the Soviet Union was pretty intense, politically, economically, etc. And one area was in sports and athletics. And it was on this date in 1972, September 1, that Bobby Fischer defeated Boris Spassky for the World Chess Championship in Reykjavik, Iceland, while the whole world watched. Chess is a really old game, and its origins go back to the 600s in probably Persia, some people say India. And in its initial setup, the pieces were in 4 divisions for infantry, cavalry, elephants, and chariots, like today's pawn, knight, bishop, and rook. Chess made its way to Europe along the ancient Silk Road, and the oldest chess pieces we have are from the 700s, and they were found in Uzbekistan on the Silk Road. The word checkmate comes from Persian words shah mat, meaning the king is dead. So by the time we get to the 1800s, it became fashionable in Europe to play chess. And you could find people in coffee houses all over Europe playing. And the first international chess champion was in 1894, Wilhelm Steinitz. So international competitions have been around a while. The Cold War is our setting for our story, the competition between the United States and the Russians. And here he is, Bobby Fischer. He was born in 1943 in Chicago, moved to New York when he was 7, got involved in chess early on, was really good at it, and became the overall U.S. champion as a 14-year-old. He actually had a game in Moscow as a 15-year-old. And all during those formative years, he just was really good. He played a lot of the world champions. He got used to playing at that level. And by the time we get to our event in 1972, the imagery was of this lone American against the government of Russia, because the government supported chess in a big way. So here he is playing Boris Spassky in 1972, September 1. Lots of drama with cameras in the seat, and he'd storm off the stage, but they ended up playing. Fischer did win and never lost again in public, and became an inspiration to a lot of people in our country to play chess. Here you see a chess club at school. People were seen in public playing chess. Bobby Fischer made the cover of Time magazine. And in 1992, he did a rematch with Boris Spassky, but he got in a lot of trouble for this because the game was in Yugoslavia, and Yugoslavia was being embargoed under the UN and under US law. So he became a felon because he disobeyed the law. So here he is in his heyday on the left, and on the right as he became kind of a recluse. He didn't defend his title again in 1975, so he lost it. He moved around a lot, places like the Philippines and Japan. He did play chess privately, and when he died in Reykjavik in 2008, at the age of 64, he was sort of a man without a country, but had revolutionized the game. In 1984, this musical came out, and it's pretty good, but the plot is this American playing a Russian. So how about that? And this was really popular on Netflix not that long ago, The Queen's Gambit, about a girl who learned how to play chess and got really good. And kind of like the Bobby Fischer era, after this was out, suddenly everybody wanted to play chess again, and it was hard to find chess sets and so on. In 1985, at Carnegie Mellon, IBM started working on Deep Blue, a computer that would play chess. And it actually defeated the world champion at the time, in 1997, Garry Kasparov, although Kasparov claimed that IBM cheated a little bit. You may recall in the second Alice book, Through the Looking Glass, that Alice meets chess pieces that come to life, and here she is talking with the Red Queen. So as you travel around and you see people playing chess in public, you might think, Hey, not too bad for a game that's over 1,500 years old.